can hear me and who made it here, welcome. I'm glad you made it here. Today, what I wanted to look at is something that I personally have been working quite a bit in the last few months. I think this is something that can be quite challenging for some of us. Yeah, our family connections, for some people it might be relatively easy. Family connections, when I look at it, for me that's mainly really parents, caretakers, the people that we grew up with. Yeah, the people that that really, that's our foundation. Yeah, when we grow up, we will take on what's around us. We're like a sponge when we're little, right? We take on patterns from everything around us, especially our parents. We don't have anything. We're trying to build our identity. We're trying to build who we are in the world. And so that's what our parents are in that moment. So we take on patterns that work great at the time, or not so great, depending, but they're there for us. They help us. Later on, they might not work so well anymore. Yeah. And then we start wondering, okay, so sometimes, some of us, not always, but some of us might wonder why the heck did I actually choose that family, those circumstances? That's one way of looking at it. Some of you might not actually think of it that way. I'm gonna jump into it this way today, looking at before. What happened before we actually got here? Why did we choose to come here to this family? What was needed? What happened in that moment? Yeah, was that actually pleasant originally? Was that an intention that was really, really functional? That goes the German part of me, yeah, functional. Was it an accident? I personally don't believe in accidents, but so we're going to look at it from that end. If it's not so much your way of looking at it, I invite you to simply join me on that journey and stay open to it. The energy will support it, and it might bring you information that you otherwise maybe would have not been able to see. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. A couple more people arrived. What happened here? Oh, you got audio now. Great. Okay. Perfect. Let's see. Somebody just dropped out. All right. Good. So for the actual meditation, what I'd like you to do is find a spot that's comfortable. I always like to say it, people have this idea of a meditation with the upright spine, which is very helpful. Yeah, the energy runs much better, the breath runs much better, but if that's uncomfortable, if that creates tension in your spine, in your back, in your system, find a way to participate just comfortable, relaxing, maybe lying down. Yeah. And then just arrive there. And for a moment, just take notice. Where are you at today? Is it the end of the week for you? Was it a stressful week? Are you still kind of hanging on to what happened last week? Emotionally, physically, mentally? Or is this kind of the start of your busy weekend? Maybe you're working in the weekends and you're thinking, oh God, I don't want to do this again this weekend. Where are you at right now? Like right now. Physical tension, any emotions, just observe for a moment and just be with that. Where are you right now? Is it a space that's comfortable, safe? Are you by yourself? Are you in a public space? Are there a lot of people? Is it quiet? Is it noisy? Just observe. And then dropping into your system, into your body, feeling into your body. What does your body feel like today? Your physical body. Is there tension? Your breath. Are you breathing deeply, flat? Where in your body? In your chest and your belly? And then see if you can drop a little bit of tension with each exhale. Just sinking deeper into your body. Energy supporting you, just relaxing your system. Sinking deeply into the body, dropping deeper, being aware of the earth below you, the chair, the sofa, the bed that you're on, supporting you, holding you. And underneath, the earth supporting the chair, the sofa, the house. Sinking deeper into the body, dropping tension from the shoulders, the neck, the face, and then go ahead and focus on your heart center. The heart center being not the physical heart, but the center of your chest, just above the breast area. Heart center, heart chakra. Some people who are very visual might see colors. Often we see it in green, sometimes pink, sometimes other colors. Feel into that area. What does it feel like today? If we're emotionally stressed, if there's fear, anger, sadness, grief, it might be hard to really get in there. See what you can do. What's that like today? Heart is an area where we connect to ourselves, our own inner truth, where we connect to others. Or we can connect to others from that deep place of truth and love. Going deeply into the heart, and if there are emotions there that are sitting there, see if you can push them a little bit to the side to see what's underneath. Yeah, if that's something that's important that you really wanted to look at, that anger that you really wanted to work with, it's not going to go anywhere. It'll be there when you need it. But just for now, see what's underneath, going deeper. The heart is a great transformative. The heart is a portal, a place of home, place of truth, divine connection, connection to source. Deep connection to source. It's a very safe space to be in. Comfortable place. And there are light beings here, angels supporting us, holding us for this work. Very safe place. And while you're deep in your heart center, while you're deeply in there, you can feel how, to me, it almost feels like there's a spinning, almost like a vortex starting to happen around me in that heart center. We're gonna access the portal that's here in your heart, connection to source. And that portal is going to take us back in time, in source, in your heart, back in time, deeply in there. Vortex taking you back to the moment just before you got here this time, just the moment before you incarnated for this life. Deeply in your heart, in that portal, safe space, soul essence, just looking at your soul, that's all there is. You find yourself in that soul space, and you look at where you're at, what is it like? Just soul, pure essence. And you're about to go back down to another body. You start, maybe your soul started thinking, what do I need? Maybe your soul is happy, oh, I found 2 people I can go to. Maybe your soul needed to experience certain things, was looking to experience something very specific. What was that? Was searching for the perfect opportunity to experience that and found it. I was very excited about it. What was that? Maybe there was a bit of a, oh God, I have to go again. I really don't want to. But somewhere your soul knew there was something still to be completed, something to be experienced. What did that feel like? What was that like? You might see it, you might hear it, you might feel it or know it. And if you're not sure right now, that's okay. The energy will work with you. It might come in the next few days or weeks. Just be with that. Simply soul, nothing more. Did you want to come back? Were you excited? Oh, excitement, those 2 souls I knew from before. Or, oh my God, that's all new people. How exciting is that? What was it like? Anything else? Are you dreading it? Are you excited? And then with that knowing that there was some reason, we're going to go in our heart, in that essence of soul, in that portal. We're going to go a little bit forward in time, just the moment when you actually came into this body, in the womb still, that first moment. And that first moment for most of us was actually comfortable and nice, maybe a little bit of a shock, but still a comfortable place, safe in there. Oh, maybe it's not so bad after all. Ooh, I'm back, how exciting. Maybe you remember everything that you were planning before, that you were thinking you needed to do. Maybe you don't. So you're in a really happy space, floating in safety. It's comfortable here. Really nice temperature. And for a few, it might have been a bit more challenging already at that state. And then from here, we're going to go back into the heart. We're going to go back into the portal, go a little bit further forward in time, a little further forward to the moment when you first felt uncomfortable. You don't have to know where it was, your system will know. That moment when it was first uncomfortable, where you were unhappy, where you were in pain. Maybe you were still in the womb. Maybe you were being born. Maybe it was just after birth, a little later in your childhood. When was that? What is it like? What does it feel like? Were you happy with your parents? Were you scared? Sad? Or if you're still in the womb, you can feel your parents and you're not sure that this was a good idea. What was it? If you're not yet born, go forward in time one more time, a little further, so you're actually born and you can see your parents. And really look at them, and look at them at the parts that you really didn't like, at the parts that made it difficult for you. Go to a place in time where you can really see those parts that were challenging to you. And look at yourself, what that did to you. What does it feel like in your system? And then let's bring in light straight from source, right into that area in your system where you started hurting. Sadness. Maybe it was physical pain, maybe it was emotional pain. Light coming in, supporting, melting whatever was sitting there. Light beings being there with you at that time, supporting you. More light coming in, more space opening in your system, more room opening. And if it feels right to you, only if it feels right to you, let that light that comes into your system from your heart, through your heart, run to your parents, one at a time if you like, into their heart, to that area that is creating such a challenge for you. If there's a lot of anger in their system, let it run to that area. If it feels right. If it doesn't feel right yet, that's okay, then just stick with yourself. From source, through your system, filling your system, melting whatever's in your system that was hurting back then. Anger, resentment, hurt, pain, sadness, disappointment, not feeling good enough, whatever that was. And then extend that, if it feels right, to your parents, one at a time, whichever one was maybe making it more difficult. If you need to feel more safe, create a bubble of light around yourself. You're safe in this. You have a lot of support. There's a lot of light beings around you. You're connected to source, straight to source. Healing that in yourself, those wounds that were created, those wounds that took on those patterns that you didn't like in your parents. Healing that in yourself. Surrounded by light. Archangel Michael, please come in. Support us, protect us. Please cut all cords of attachment between ourselves and our parents, so we can deeply connect from the heart if we choose to. Being supported by the angels, cords of attachment, dependency being severed, that are not needed anymore at this point. More light coming into your system, filling all parts of you, filling your whole body, all cells, expanding every cell. And if it feels right, and only if it feels right to you, if you can still remember why you're here, why your soul came into this situation, you may thank your parents for providing the opportunity to experience this. Only if it feels right. It might not be right now, it might be right next week, next month, in a few years. As many wounds as there might have been, they're healed right now. They're being healed with light, with love, pure creator, pure source energy. As many of those wounds as they're there, they were creating your foundation. Good. Whenever you're ready, let go of your parents. Cords are severed. Maybe you gladly let go of them. Maybe you feel a lot of love towards them. The heart connection is still there if you choose to. Coming back into your own heart. That heart that has expanded. Much more light in there. More and more space, more light, more love right in your heart, expanding all over your body, this light, this source energy, love. And then from your heart, going back into your portal, into this vortex, deeply in there, and coming back forward in time, coming back to now, to the time now. Still in your heart, now still feeling the light in your system, in your cells, in your heart. Connection to soul. Inner truth. Maybe you can remember why you've come here, why that was so important to experience what you did. Maybe you don't know it, maybe your cells will remember, your body cells, your physical cells are remembering. There's a knowing there. And then from the heart, connecting down, deep down into the earth, down from the heart, through your body, through your legs, feet, if you're seated, all the way down the surface of the earth, deep into the earth, grounding this knowledge, grounding this light, your truth, your essence, grounding deep into the earth. Why you're here. Supported by the earth to do what you wanted to do here. Held by the earth. There's a peace with that. There's a calmness from the earth, a very gentle heaviness, comfortable heaviness. So your system can be open and safe with this knowledge of who you are on soul level, who's there, and why. And then slowly staying connected to the earth, staying connected to the heart, slowly coming back into your whole body, feeling your body, your legs, your feet, fingers, hands. Slowly coming back here, now, back to the computer. If you're on the phone, back to the phone. And I like to hang out there for a lot longer than this. We kind of just gave it a brief visit. Just even the connection to earth while connecting with soul. I think it's just so powerful, so beautiful, very vulnerable, very strong. So you're more than welcome to stay there for a little bit longer, to play with that a little longer. If you feel like, oh, I would have liked to know a little bit more what happened right before I got here, go back there. It's going to be on my YouTube channel, this recording, I hope latest tonight. If you watch it again, the energy will work on you again. I found it incredibly helpful to be able to look at it from that direction. Our parents have done things that might have not been very pleasant, but maybe there has been a reason for it. Not to excuse what they've done, but it might be easier to understand it on a cellular level, not just logically, but really feel it in the system. Yeah. Good. Good. All right. Yeah, so I'm in this very grounded, calm space right now. I've got to come back myself. Thanks for joining me today. It's, to me, as I said, it's very close to home, this theme, connecting with soul and with family. Tomorrow I'm going to do a something that goes a little bit deeper, specifically into connecting with mother energy, patterns that have come from mother, clearing that out of our system. As I said before, they were important to us, those things. They were our foundation, but now they don't really work for us, or for most of us anymore. Yeah. So you're more than welcome to join. It's on my website. It's on my Facebook page. Next week, I'm going to work with Father Connection, next week, Sunday. And there's another free one as well next week, Saturday, the Global Healing Meditation. If you want to join me for that, that'd be amazing. I think this is something that's, to me, that's so important, to not just work on ourselves, but to extend the healing out there. That's what we'll do next Saturday. We work on ourselves. We look at a pattern in our own system, whatever it will be. I'll usually go with the energy. If it's deep suffering, grief, whatever it is, heal that within ourselves so we can create that out in the world as well. So yeah, I hope I see you again, and I have a couple chats here. Let's see. Natalie, oh, so glad you could make it. Thank you for being here. Barbara, great, Barbara. Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah, thank you for joining. And yeah, if you want to write me a private note about it, I'm always, I love reading those as well. And other than that, you're more than welcome to join me tomorrow or next weekend. All right. Have a lovely, whatever it is, evening, rest of the day. And I'll see you soon. Bye.